Evening, darling. How are we?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all good. All the better for seeing you again. I mean, really, looking rather suave tonight. Did you get my kisses during the week? Did you get my kisses?
You're an idiot.
Well, it's like you keep telling me that I can't say that I love you, but I love you. I mean, really. But anyway, so obviously this week's topic was all dedicated for baby Roscoe. So he asked the question and wanted to do a whole live stream about refugiums, and he's not even here.
Lazy slack.
Yeah.
I'm not
He'll have to
saying the
watch
rest.
He'll have to watch the intro. So what we need to do is we need to fill some time before he gets here, because he was the one that actually wanted to know about refugiums. So we might as well just chitter chatter. So we'll what's been happening in your tank this week, Darryl? Anything good?
No. It's just been ticking along as far as I'm aware of what he's been saying on the GHL app and that. Everything seems to be ticking along. Ran out of RO water at 9 o'clock this morning. Get a phone call that the alarm's going off. I've set an alarm so when my RO runs out, it goes off and it'll turn off when you fill it back up again. So it's just when I'm away and the missus doesn't check it, there's an alarm there to make her check it.
Yeah. So have you noticed that it's using more RO now with the temperature change, or?
Yeah, it's definitely using more. It's definitely using a lot more.
Yeah.
I normally only filled it up like in the summertime once a week. It would stretch out, whereas now I seem to be filling up twice a week.
Yeah.
So yeah, downside of it, condensation and all that will start coming again, and then I'll have to put a lid on it to try to stop the condensation and get airflow going through the house and stuff. Yeah, downside of the fish tanks.
Downside of a big fish tank, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's something that has to happen. It's got to go somewhere.
Yep, you're right there. Yeah. What about yourself?
Not a great deal this week. I've bought some new corals. I bought a I bought a double head dragon soul torch.
Ooh.
I know. That when it was in the shop, it looked, because obviously you know the colours of a dragon soul, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And then I've put it in this tank down here, and because I run quite a lot of white light, it's lost its colours basically. So it looks really, really rubbish.
Yeah. They do. All the torches do, I reckon, in white light. Because I run a very white spectrum and looks very pale, but as soon as the blues turn on, just shines. So yeah.
And then so I actually need to be, because you're at home this weekend, yes?
Yes.
Right. So I've been in the shop today and we've had a delivery, and I need to beat you back to the shop tomorrow to be able to see the colours of the acros that we've just bought into the shop, to see whether, yes. So there's 2 new acros that were put in today, and they just like got to the edge of the day, and they were just starting to bring the colours out. So hopefully mid afternoon tomorrow they should be fully coloured up.
Or not, because it'll be in my tank.
So I need to get there before you, because I know you'll buy them.
Yeah. I've got a trip to do tomorrow as well. Okay. Might be able to get down there in the morning. I haven't been in a few weeks. I haven't been down in a few weeks to the shop. I don't even know what's in there at the moment. No need
Yeah,
for coral.
there's,
I'm full.
yeah.
In,
And then what else did I get? I got. I bought. You know, when we were at the show, there was a torch coral that was green on the stems with a blue tip on the end. And I said at the time that they were actually from a supplier, that all that they'd been doing is chopping them up and put them into the show. And we got some in, and I've had one of them as well. So I've got some more torches, which is good.
Yeah. I could do with another torch. But I want to be on the different, because of the one I've got, the Holy Grail or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I want something that's opposite colour to that. So I want like a more dark, like a black kind of torch kind of thing.
There was one advertised the other day, wasn't there?
Was there? I don't know. I didn't see.
I can't remember who it was that had put one on. It may have been AAC down south that had got like a really dark one. But yeah. I don't really know.
I'll just pop down tomorrow and go get it. It's only 2 minutes down the road, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah, exactly. Right. Here he is, bless him.
Evening.
So right, we're wrapping it up. That's it now, isn't it?
We're finished now.
Is that
finished?
It?
Yeah, you've missed it all. So, look at we're matching. We're matching. Like it. No, Daryl, no. Right. So you know when the Formula One, when it starts raining and there's no cars going around circuit and they just chitter chatter for no particular reason about absolutely nothingness. We've had to do that for nearly 8 minutes now, waiting for you. Because the whole point of this conversation was for you. So it was pointless starting without you.
Okay, you may begin now.
Oh, may we? Oh, thank you. Right. So, seems as you were the one that asked the question to start with about refugiums, what do you want to know? You fire away. You've got a crack team of experts in the background, and then me and Daryl are here live.
Are they worth messing around with or not? Really?
Was that it?
Pretty much. There's plenty of people who use them, but none of us seem to use them. So I just wondered why, really.
So what brought you on to the thinking about it to start with? Is there a particular problem with your fish tank that you thought, Refugium's going to sort that out? Or
well, we've discussed a few times of my kind of heavy fish load. So creating high nitrates. So I've been told and read a few things about refugiums and the macroalgae that you can grow in them, which helps reduce your nitrates. And there's also a source of food for your fish as well if you want to tuck them in.
Yeah. So what do we think? Because obviously, Daryl, you don't run a refugium, do you?
No.
And neither do I here. But obviously we do run refugiums at the shop. So you've both got exactly the same fish tank. Daryl, why don't you run a refugium? Have you done one before?
Yes, I have done a refugium on the tank I've got at the moment. I also did one on the Aqua 120. I also had one of the reactors as well, refugium reactors, the AR1s or whatever they are. I had one of them. I've won that in a competition. The reason why I don't is they bottomed out my phosphate and nitrate. Really bottomed it out in the refugium reactor thing, what you get, to the point that when I actually checked on it, all the algae and all that what was inside was just slush. So yeah, and it caused me problems because obviously I had 0 nitrate and 0 phosphate in my system. It was just too much. I could have, I was backing it down. I think I had it on for like an hour a day. At one point, it was pointless having it. So yeah, that's why I got rid of it, because it was pointless for me.
So how many fish did you have in your system at the time when you closed it down? Did you have a heavy fish load or not?
For a small reef tank, yeah, for 100 litres, yeah, I'd say it were. There was 2 clowns. There you go, tank police are going to kill me now. There was a clown in it. What else is it? I'll say there was about 6, 7 fish in it at the time. So there is a heavy bio load as far as I was concerned, and the reason why I put it on was because 1, I won it, and 2, my phosphate was quite high, because everyone was going on about this 0.03. You need to be getting that, and I think I was testing it, and I was getting like, because I didn't know anything about it, I was getting like 0.1, whereas now I'd quite happily just sit at 0.1.
Yeah.
I was chasing numbers and I shouldn't have been, really. And the one I had in my tank, what I've got now, I had the Tunzi Refugium Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that. Same again, put it in. Brilliant. Did what it was supposed to do. Got to see all the little critters and all that inside the sump, and then it absolutely sucked all the nitrate and phosphate out again. So I just sacked that one off. And also, I read up. It also takes bits of your trace elements and stuff like that. The iron and all that. So I just thought, you know what, it's not worth the hassle, and sacked it off. So yeah, that's my.
Once you'd got rid of it, you didn't then struggle with any of your parameters after you'd got rid of it. It just
Apart from my own stupidity of feeding, like going on the craze train of these reef rides and all that, no, I don't chase numbers anymore. If it's as long as it's got some phosphate in there and everything, I'm not chasing 0.03. I'm quite happy to sit at 1. So even if it goes a little bit higher, I'm quite happy to sit at it. But mine's I'd say not established as such, but it's getting there system. So I'm not chasing numbers. I just make sure there is some in there. I'm quite happy there's some in there.
Yep. Have you got mandarins in your tank, Daryl?
No.
Oh, right.
I've only got a scooter blenny. That's it. I'm quite happy with my little scooter blenny.
Put it on the way back.
Yeah. Because obviously I don't run a refugium here because I've not got the bio load to need one. Because obviously, as you say, sometimes they can work too well, and then other times, if you're struggling with like your nitrates and your phosphates and things like that, then the only thing to grow is a nuisance algae. So if you're basically growing a nuisance algae, which is either your Cheeto or your Clerpa or something like that, in a controlled area, then it's worthwhile having. So obviously, Ross, looking at your header tank, you've not got any like hair algae or anything like that in the header tank.
No.
And even though your nitrates and your phosphates at the moment are quite high, you've obviously got quite a lot of fish in there.
The phosphates are fairly steady now at 0.03. That's using Agent Green to control it. The nitrates are at 50. Always have been, never changed. Although introducing the reef mat, I noticed a little drop last week, so it's coming down slightly.
Yeah.
But that's like Darryl says about chasing numbers. Really, that maybe that's what I'm sort of doing. Like I say, I've got no hair algae, but I have got quite a few tanks, so maybe they're sort of keeping that under control anyway.
Yeah. So
No, you definitely your fox face will be if you got rid of the fox face, you'd probably see a difference. Their lawnmowers, they eat all day long. Them fox face is really good for it.
So you've naturally got, if we now look at the header tank and the sump as two different things, if you haven't got excessive, because your nitrate at 50, some tanks can run at 50 nitrate and be happy at it. But obviously the phosphate side of it, if you're keeping on top of phosphate, whichever way you do it, whether it's a mechanical way, it would in theory be a place for algae to grow, and then you could maybe stop using the product. So it's an either or, basically. If you feel as though the way that you're managing your phosphate level at the moment isn't manageable on a long, whether it be cost or whether it be the fact that you've actually got to do it every day.
I mean, I'd like to try it because I'd rather not be putting products in all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if there's a natural way of doing it and it can be stabilized with it, I'd rather have a go at it rather than be, constantly having to squirt a mill of stuff in every day.
Yeah. So what?
So in my head, the intention was to try and, like you say, control it or contain it. Sorry, in like a basket or something, hang a basket in it. So I don't want it getting everywhere, sort of thing.
Yeah. So now you've been part of Half Cut Corals we've been on the internet nearly 4 months, 5 months, something like that. You're now finding other things to mess about with because you're now a reefing pro, a reefing expert. It's like, I'll have a dabble. I'll have a dabble at a refugium.
I'd like to have a go at it and say historically, I sort of, like most people, I started with a tropical tank, a planted tank. And so I kind of like the idea of having some sort of planted something in it, but you don't get a lot of choice with saltwater, do you? No. So it's either macroalgae or maybe like a little mangrove or something like that.
Yeah.
So I do kind of like that idea, just to have a go, really.
You've got to weigh up the pros and cons of it all, and then see for yourself and give it a go if that's what you want to do. Me personally, no. I don't like the fact that it sucks out certain trace elements and everything like that, but you can combat that by tracing it, by dosing the certain elements and everything. There's is it Aquaforest or something do a refugium one? Is it Aquaforest or one of the companies do a refugium dose basically?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
obviously if he carries on doing ICP tests as we've discussed beforehand, and then ran a refugium at the same time, the ICP test would find out anything
Yeah.
that's depleting out of the system. So
Yeah.
they're a very good thing in the grand scheme of things, but then, as Daryl said, they can run themselves to the point where they're stripping far too much out. But at the end of the day, it's growing something that you could use as a food for your tangs, but letting it get to the point where you then dial away from the Agent Green as a manual, you physically got to do it, and letting a natural thing take over.
Yeah.
Then it's there's pros and cons for both of them, and obviously Dave runs the
Dave runs
There we
the AR1 Refugium reactor. It's actually my old one, so I think.
So
I'm not sure if he bought it.
do you think that the fact that it's stripped out of all your nitrates and phosphates, do you think it's because you used it in a reactor and not just like floating in your sump sort of thing?
I've done it floating in the sump, and I've done it in reactor. The reactor was next level. It you know, it was caked in light. And I was obviously when you've got one as well, you run it on the opposite cycle to your lights. So you the other plus of it is you can get a pH boost through the night time and everything like that.
So
Because
the
of
light that you
refugium.
need to have on it, you run that through the night and then your normal light through the day.
Yeah, so you run your refugium
Right.
at night time, and then in the daytime you tend to turn it off, unless obviously you see the need to keep it running, then you keep it running. But a lot of people do night is when they run the refugium.
Why is that? Why do you do that?
pH it raises your pH basically because obviously lights photosynthesize bloody hell. So to do that, they take the carbon dioxide and produce oxygen and all that. So if you put it on the opposite cycle, realistically, it's going to boost your pH over through the night time, and then when the daytime comes, or your corals should start doing that and start boosting your pH as the day goes on. Then it gives you instead of having big waves of fluctuation, kind of start stabling it out a little bit. So that's why a lot of people do it. It's the same as alkalinity, Calquasa, and that people dose Calquasa at night time to boost the pH, to keep the pH higher. But the good thing about it all as well is your cocopods and everything like that. They'll all hide in it. But also the bad thing of it is any nasties or anything you've got. So Bristol worms, if you count them as nasties, everything else will also be in it as well. That's another thing you've got to take into consideration if they're all hiding that.
Yep.
And Ross is gone now.
He has, yeah. It's nothing to do with the internet that we've got. I think it's the program in the background. Because I've got full exactly. I've got full internet, and you've got full internet, and for some reason it's kicking us off again. I don't really know why.
Being censored again.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me about it. It's going about. It's going around. That is going around. So obviously, the little bit of talking about a refugium, you fancy giving it a go as just an extra little bit of something to faff about with?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, like to just have a go and see what happens.
Exactly.
If it fails, then it fails, doesn't it?
And you've never done it before, so you can then, in a couple of months' time after doing it, inform the internet of an actual opinion of whether you do it or whether you don't.
Mm.
Well, you've certainly
Steve-O.
got the bio load for it.
Yeah,
You've got
he's definitely got the bio load. Definitely got the bio load for it.
Everybody got cut off a second ago. I was asking, you're on about the lights. So the fusion lights in the night and your normal lights in the day. So I'd stage it that way. Do the refugium lights want to be on as long as the normal lights, or a shorter period, or a longer period?
That is like that's where you've got to figure it out. So if I was you and you was just starting it up, I'd probably put my lights on for 4 hours, see if it makes any kind of difference. If not, up it 6 hours. If not, up it again to 8 hours, and until you find all that, it's working now. So that's down to you. It's test as you go along.
And now,
so it's his internet.
Okay.
I don't care what he says. That's his internet. It's rubbish.
Yeah, looks like it. So just not one. So the light then, just one of those normal kind of LED sort of strip lights would be all right. You don't have to get anything fancy, do you?
Well, it depends what you want. It depends. It all depends. You can run it on you could just get a cheap bloody spotlight if you wanted to and run it on that. But if you go get something fancy, it's giving out more of the spectrum that the plant wants, which therefore makes it grow, which therefore takes the phosphate out even quicker. So it's all down to you what you do. It's like say the algae reactor I had was immense at taking it out. It really did strip it really quick, but that is purposely built for algae. Whereas the Tunzi, I had the Tunzi refugium light, and that was just like an LED bar about that long. You could put it in the water or put it on top with a magnet, but it wasn't as intense.
Well,
of a light.
The reactor had a light anyway, was it?
Yeah. So you know what a reactor looks like, don't you?
Yeah.
So it's a tube, and straight down the middle of it was an LED light, and in this tube was all blacked out and everything like that. Your water passes in and then passes out, but the light used to reflect off all the sides and everything, and then obviously the more light it was getting, the more nutrients it was taking.
All right.
So there's just a very intense light on them.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So this is now on my phone that's running from the Wi-Fi signal that apparently this stupid computer in front of me can't pick up. Absolutely ridiculous. So
don't be so blue about it.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me about it. I could do this. It's like, hello. Yeah, but I can't do that all the time. So I've got no internet on that one, but I have got internet here. So when that sorts itself out. So I missed all of that. I'm not asking you to recap it. But you're definitely going to have a refugium.
Yeah, I think at some point I'm fairly soon I'm going to have a crack at it.
I know where somewhere you can buy a Tunzi light.
I wonder where that is.
Yeah, he's got everything, Auntie, in his shed.
Yeah,
he's got everything. Just because I need some power now. Oh my god!
But yeah, definitely give it a go. Definitely give it a go if that's what you feel like you want to do. Try things, and if it don't, it might work for you. It didn't work for me, but it might work for you. And if it does, brilliant. But obviously, the Cheeto and all that's where your phosphate is now. When it takes the phosphate. That's where it is. So you've got to strip it, take it out, chuck it in the bin. That's you removing the phosphate. But you've got to bear in mind, obviously, if you take half of it and chuck half in the bin, what's left is only going to be half as strong. So it's not, you have to wait for it to build up again, or you just take little bits and feed it to your fish.
That creates a bit of kind of fluctuation then, doesn't it?
Yeah. But you'll get used to it. You'll get used to how much you want to take out. Same as when you first put your light on, you find your balance and you think, right, if I only take a fistful out every 2 weeks or whatever, it doesn't fluctuate too much, then happy days, I'll do that. So
Yeah. I think I'll have a crack at it.
Best way to find out, mate. Best way to find out is, like I say, it's not for me, but you might like it, and you might be one of these. Like I say, Dave was running one of the reactor.
I'm sure Ben said he was setting one back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. You're all dead to me now. You're all dead to me. Refugians. But nah.
So is the reason why they use it in the shop is sort of down to the bio load anyway? Is that why it's done? And it's gone again.
It will be. It will be. You think it's a cheap way of doing it, innit? It doesn't have to. If they started dosing Agent Green in the shop, it'd start costing a lot of money. Yeah. So whereas a plant just growing is cheap.
Mm. Yeah, we like cheap, don't we?
We do like cheap, yeah. Like cheap internet.
You've said it, not me.
Yeah, but
never did. I never knew Aldi did an internet like, but obviously you do.
You get it from the middle aisle.
The same.
Oh, terrible.
There's more about what internet not to use, really, isn't it?
It is with him, isn't it? It is with him. But yeah. So when you're gonna start this, to be honest, yeah, have you thought about what section of your sump you're going to put it in?
Well, yeah, I've only really got one section that sensibly I can use it in, which is the second section.
Well,
so all I've got in there is my media and my heater, so I can kind of shove the media to side a little bit and get a basket in there. That was the plan, if you like.
Yeah, that idea of putting it in a basket, it'll find its way out. It is a nightmare. It always finds its way out. That was the other reason why I like Reactor.
Unless I could put some sort of netting sort of thing in there, I don't know. We'll have to have a look.
But you could also put it in your first section as well next year. Roll them up and put your skimmer, because that second section in your sump is more for your skimmer.
Mm.
And then but it depends how it depends how you want to do it, because if you put the refugium before your skimmer, obviously if anything comes floating through, it could potentially go into your skimmer and then block up the inlet of the skimmer. So and I've also
the small section with your return pump in it, would it mind the same could be said about that, I suppose, couldn't it? You could get into your return pump.
Yeah, don't do it in there. Do not do it in there. I've also seen a guy do it in, where your RO water goes. If you actually take a look, the baffle on your RO is actually lower than the rim all the way around. And the geezer actually did it. He turned his RO into the refugium, and then it trickled into his into the sump.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and then just had his ATO just in a barrel or something at the side.
Yeah, pretty much. Had his own separate
Mm.
ATO. He had a larger one that lasted him 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatnot.
Right. Yeah,
But, yeah.
I need to have a proper think about it before I do anything, right? But,
Yeah, I'd give it a go for the sake of. Well, I don't know. Like I say, you can put any light on top of it.
yeah, well, all I was thinking was that them kind of like the cheap lights that you can buy for that are meant to be for a marine tank, just little strip lights with all the different coloured lights on it. Just a cheap one of them, they're about £25 or something like that. That's what I was thinking.
Put a plant light above it.
Yeah,
Reds and greens. Just a
Mm.
cheapo plant light.
Yeah,
go on eBay and look for pepper growers.
pepper growers.
Cannabis.
Oak that grows cannabis.
Oh yeah, grow light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll be cheap, but they'll definitely do the job because obviously they're designed to grow plants.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do good.
Yeah.
You do good.
Yeah,
Right.
watch this space on this one. So I'm not ready yet, but that's the plan.
Well, we'll go backstage. I've got a light I could sell you, purposely made for the job.
He's been closing his cannabis factory down, so he's got plenty of them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to kick the Chinese out of my attic.
Yeah. Right. I'm going to have one last go at trying to connect to this internet. I've got to connect to the laptop, or this live stream will never end, because that's the only way that I can kick it off, basically.
Feels like it anyway.
Exactly. Whatever. But we've got feedback now.
Right, did he kick himself off, or what's going on?
No idea.
No, I'm here. I've just
Oh,
got
is
so
it?
many buttons to press. I'm here. Right. So this is
He's
the last.
back.
This is the last bit that we're 37 minutes. I have not got a clue, unfortunately, people, what is going on just in general today.
You need to stop buying holy grails and go buy yourself a new laptop.
Yes. Well, I don't. So Windows 10 is defunct now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's all Windows 11 now. So is the internet basically telling me that I need a new laptop?
Don't ask me.
Potentially,
I'm a steel wheel attendant. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, pardon me. We've got comments, people. We've got comments. We've got super fans in the background that have put up with us. So what else has been happening in your tank this week, Ross? Anything good?
Nothing particularly exciting. No, just ticking on.
Well,
Nothing's died yet. Anyway,
ooh. Have you
That's
that's a win.
have you been putting any new corals in there or anything?
What did I put? I put one of them green stick things in that Dowell hates. One of them's in there. That's been in there a week and it's still alive. And there's a chalice in there went in last week and that's still alive. And I got some off you today. Was it some kind of Favia or something? That went in today.
For someone that hasn't been doing
what it
much, you
was.
seem to put a lot in.
Well, only this week was the Favia. The other two was the week before.
Christmas tree
So what's
Favia.
Yeah,
Oh.
that thing. See how that goes. Done a big water change today. And that's about it.
Tickety
And what
boo.
else have you been doing?
Pardon?
You said, what else have you been doing?
That's it. Why does he know something I don't?
I don't know. I don't think he knows what he's doing, to be fair.
So, have you made a decision on your corals? What are you going to split some down and sell them and that, or what?
I'm getting rid of that one you got. I'm going to get rid of that. That's 100% gone. I just
A big
need
tree
to take it in. Yeah. What is it? I'm useless with coral names.
He calls it a bird's nest or something, doesn't he?
Yeah, and basically getting rid of that because it's like a weed. And apart from that, no, I'm just going to keep everything how it is. My next goal is a new light. I've just got to figure out, one, how to hang it, and
How
two,
to pay for it.
how to pay for it. Yeah.
Why do you want a new light? Is there something wrong with your lights, or?
Not really. The work and everything I could connect to him through the internet. I just cannot connect to him through my app, which is really winding me up.
Right.
Basically, they'll work perfectly fine. They grow corals really well and everything like that.
Are these
I just
the
can't connect
refracted
to.
ones?
Yeah. Just can't connect through my app, and I'm fed up of going onto the internet and connecting it through the internet to dial it all in and everything like that. I just want it as simplicity. I just want to go on an app and do it through an app.
Mm.
So because the other thing is, well, what's coming up is the time changes soon, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the clock's going forward or backwards. Can't remember which one, but
Back.
when that does that, my dosing and everything is obviously automatically going to do it. But my lights, because I'm not connected to the internet, connected to my app, ain't automatically going to do it. So then I have to go into the app and then change it all again. It's just a faff. But they still work, they still grow corals, they still do the job. It's just me being a picky prick, basically.
Yeah, I was thinking about that myself. Actually, I can't remember how to change the time on my because all mine's done through that controller, and the time's set on it, but I can't remember how I set the time on it, and I can't find the bloody manual for it either.
YouTube.
Hey?
YouTube's a great thing.
Yeah, I think you hold two buttons down at the same time or something like that. I can't remember now.
I would say ask the expert, but he won't be here long enough to tell you.
No, he won't.
He won't know anyway.
Shut up. Right, I've got a device on standby here. This device that's on the floor isn't connected to StreamYard, but I can still hear you on the audio. It's the internet. There's nothing there, look. Nothing there when you scroll up, nothing there at all, but I can still hear the audio in the background. Useless.
You said it.
You said it.
Yes, all right, boys. All right. Cheers for that. Right, I think I need to probably update this computer because it's not been updated for ages. So yeah, see, I can hear you. Well, I can hear me. Well, unless this works to kill me off the internet, it's all gone tits up. Right, boys, you've been doing a really, really brave job tonight. What are we talking about next week?
I don't know.
Exactly. Tumbleweeds.
Talk of, I don't know, skimmers. There's, there's all sorts you can talk about. But skimmers you can talk about.
Shall we talk about skimmers next week?
The good, the bad, the ugly. Ozone. Could talk about that. It's more related to skimmers as well.
Can you hear that?
So, yeah. It's got a really sexy voice.
No, he's not. I don't understand how that's still got audio going through it and it's not even on the platform. I don't understand it. Right, so skimmers. Yeah, skimmers next week. I'll update this laptop, and we may get some extra people next week because they're dying to get on. They're in the background. One's got man flu, who is hopefully watching because we've had a couple of viewers. We've still got a couple of viewers.
You said we had a couple of comments for once.
We've had a
Unless
that's it. If you're watching this, whatever this is, let us know how well we're doing.
The shambles.
The shambles. Yes, we're still learning. We're still learning, basically.
Keith, I have been running a Refugium for about 3 months, and it worked great. I used live rock left from my last tank instead of Cheeto. Used a lot of Kenya tree I had spare.
Yeah,
there's a comment for you.
I know.
So he likes his Refugiums. There you go, Ross. He likes it.
Yep.
There's
so
a plus.
You will be able to inform the internet, Ross, if you decide to do it.
I think I will decide to do it. When is a different matter, but yeah.
So next week, Daryl, because at the moment it's like one wears it, then one doesn't wear it. Come on, get branded up.
I would, but I've spilled a lot of stuff on it.
Yeah, all right, whatever. It's not a cleanup rag. It's not a cleanup rag.
I thought that's what you gave me for, to wipe all the salt stains off my tank.
No, I did not. Right, boys, I'm going to cut this one short this week because this may go off at any stage and I'll probably not be able to put it back on.
Thank you, Keith, for commenting.
Yes, definitely. And anybody else that watches this, we're getting better.
We're sorry.
We are. Yeah, generally.
Yeah, we're crap. What are you doing wasting your Friday night? You could be drinking.
No.
That's an hour of your life you're not getting back.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
This definitely. Right, boys. Are we having a quick wave, quick sign off? It's not even letting me end it. It's not.
Don't drown in your tank.
Here we go. Bye.